In the previous sections, we have focused on the innovation process. But these processes does not happen in an empty void. To understand how to succeed with innovation over time, we need to take a systemic approach and explore the context surrounding the innovation projects and how they affect the results. In this video, the focus will be on the innovation systems, perspectives, and how different organizational elements are interlinked and affects the ability to innovate in an organization. In addition, we will briefly mention the external context. But let us first start with presenting the background and benefit of the innovation system. This innovation system is based on research and best practice from different sectors and different parts of the world. It is created to easily integrate this knowledge into your strategy when creative and innovative organization. Even though the system is evidence-based, it is a simplified model, and as we often say, all models are wrong, but most of them are useful. So think of the system as a tool to structure your thoughts, discussions, and assessments in relation to innovation. This can give valuable indications about your organization's strengths and weaknesses and can help you prioritize. Innovation activities are influenced by organizational elements, and organizations are in turn impacted by the external contexts they are a part of. Your organization will be influenced by technological, political, cultural, social, environmental, or policy-related factors, among others. Policy changes and the ongoing pandemic are examples of events that influence organizations and, again, their need and ability to innovate. The 5 key organizational elements in the system: culture, leadership, strategic direction, structure, and resources are all of great importance for the impact of your innovation activities. They affect both how easy it is for your employees to be innovative and the value generated in the innovation process. Innovation culture has many names. Some call it an entrepreneurial culture, others a creative climate. The important thing is not what it is called, but what it is and how it affects what you are trying to achieve. It includes the formal and informal values, attitudes, behaviors, and norms that guide our everyday behavior. It can be described as the unspoken rules affecting what is or is not accepted, expected, and appreciated in an organization or team. Traditional management practices focus on efficient execution. In innovative organization, it is also necessary to develop behaviors supporting the creation and development of new ideas. A strong innovation culture values and supports unusual ideas and new perspectives. It promotes people spending time on insight, ideation, and new project development. It is characterized by openness to change and risk and a high level of collaboration and sharing. It also enables the coexistence of creativity and effective execution. This is one of the elements most strongly affected by everyone's actions, both employees and leaders. It is the leadership's responsibility to cultivate and develop a culture where everyone feels safe to be creative and test out their ideas, but it is everyone's responsibility to uphold and strengthen the culture. Some research concludes that leadership, together with culture, are the most essential elements when it comes to enabling or hindering innovation in an organization. Leadership is complex and have both relational, process-related, and system-related dimensions. Weak innovation leadership leads to low innovation performance and may even hinder innovation, while strong innovation leadership, on the other hand, inspires and engages their employees and partners to innovate. There are leaders at all levels driven by curiosity and courage, wanting to challenge the status quo while focusing on purpose and the long-term impact, as well as being able to mobilize and engage people to join their vision. They provide strategic direction by clearly communicating a desire for innovation and why it is important to the organization. They make conscious efforts to innovate and adapt to the future while balancing and linking it to the short-term performance. They are willing and have the necessary competence to take action by providing resources and supports culture on both the organizational and individual levels. In other words, they are innovation superheroes. Strategic direction is not necessarily about having a specific innovation strategy for your organization or your department. It is about defining a strategic direction for your innovation activities, having a clear idea of what innovation is and why it is important for you. This can be done by integrating innovation into your existing strategies and plans. The objective is to ensure that people understand how innovation is aligned with and can strengthen core business as well as the long-term sustainability of your organization. The strategic direction is also important to prioritize innovation activities, as well as for setting the scope for resource allocation, ambition levels, and evaluation of performance and impact. Structure for innovation is probably one of the biggest challenges for many organizations, but at the same time, this is where many organizations can make quick improvements. This is, for example, about having a common terminology, defined roles, mandates, and responsibilities related to innovation, and processes for how to capture, prioritize, and share new ideas. It can also include a system for portfolio management and criteria for deciding which innovations to prioritize. Some organizations have no deliberate formal or informal structure for innovation, which can lead to lack of prioritizing, waste of resources, and frustration or passivity. Other organizations have too many administrative barriers and prevents anything from progressing and moving forward. This is all about finding the right balance of structures that fits your needs, capacity, and strategies. The fifth element is resources. This is not only about finances, but about all different resources an organization has available: time, competence, knowledge, material, physical space, tools, and methods. It is both about what you have, but not the least, how they are utilized, allocated, and prioritized to enable and implement innovation activities. The sixth element, not presented in this video, but just as important, is the innovation process, which we have discussed in the previous videos. The innovation system consists of 5 organizational elements. Few organizations score strongly on all the different elements, and the external context is difficult to control. The system can be used as a tool and structure to assess your organization and identify appropriate areas for interventions. It is about finding the right balance of interventions, choosing which elements to focus on, and see how you can navigate to leverage of the external context. The objective is to increase the quality of your innovation activities and build an organization with the ability to adapt and meet the future.